Hi, this is Karen. When I started the Corona Mask Project, I wanted to try different prototypes and see which ones I thought made fit all the best criteria for a good mask. And that has to do with breathability and comfort and good filtering ability. And so far, this is the one that I have found to be the best for all of those reasons. It was based on a very simple pattern of a plain ear loop mask, but then I improvised a bit and I think I've come up with a winner here. So I'm going to teach you how to do it. So just a little disclaimer, there's no guarantee that any mask is going to protect you 100% from the transmission of a virus, but studies have shown that they are protective, especially in combination with good hand hygiene. And the materials that I'm using in this particular mask are at least 80% as effective at preventing transmission as a standard medical grade surgical mask. So for this project, you're going to need some thin, tightly woven cotton. This was from an old men's dress shirt. Some household elastic, sewing elastic, any thickness. A straightened paper clip for the nose wire, and some non-woven fabric. This is the kind of thing that they make masks and filters out of. These are dishcloths. You can see this is quite thin. It feels like felt. It does not feel like a sponge. Now, the great thing about these fabrics is that they're very, very breathable. So there's good filtering ability according to studies that have been done, but the air is going to go through the mask instead of out around the edges. You really don't want air coming up through the sides of the nose. You want it to go through. So to make this mask, I started with 2 sheets of tightly woven cotton, very thin and breathable, 1 sheet of this non-woven fabric, also very breathable, and I cut them into 6 by 9 inch rectangles. Then you stack them, 1 layer of cotton, 1 layer of cotton, 1 layer of non-woven fabric. And then you start here, not in the center but off to the side, and you do a seam almost all the way around, ending here. So you're going to have a gap of 2 to 3 inches right under here. Then you're going to turn the whole thing inside out, making sure the cotton is on the outside on both sides. And you're going to sew this seam up. When you do it, you can make a couple of tucks, a couple of little darts here for the chin that will keep it from gapping down under the chin. So you just run that along the edges here. The next step was actually not very difficult. I didn't use any pins. I just stuck it in my sewing machine and then started kind of jamming it up with my fingers as I sewed so that I had 4 little tucks in there. You can see that worked surprisingly well. It's not perfect, but it's not bad. And then I attached the wires. I suggest doing this afterwards, the elastic. Take pieces that are about 6 inches long. You can start with 7 and trim them off. And then safety pin them on here to check the fit. You want to make sure that the elastic is the right size before you sew it in. And then for the last step, I took my straightened paper clip. I took a pin. I jammed a little hole right around there. And then I inserted the paper clip into the hole to the center and then bent it to sort of form around my nose. This is really important because it'll keep some contour here that keeps you able to breathe through the mask and not up through the top. So that was how to make my favorite mask. Our goal at the Corona Mask Project is to keep people informed and up to date about the use of face masks for preventing the transmission of viral illnesses. And you can stay in touch with us to see what kinds of updates or new mask designs or improvements or news or scientific studies come up regarding the use of these masks. I urge you all to make as many as you can and donate them to local medical centers who are desperately in need of good reusable and washable masks while we wait for the supplies to come back in. You can visit us online at coronamaskproject.com or at facebook.com/coronamaskproject.